This bill instead provides substantial increases to each of these programs rather than zeroing them out. The President's budget also proposed drastic reductions to climate change research and mitigation programs at NOAA. This bill rejects those proposals and instead increases funding to ensure that the United States remains a leader in addressing climate change. The bill provides just over $2 billion for NASA Earth Science, a significant increase over fiscal year 2019, as well as a 17% increase for NOAA climate research activities. Significant increases are also included for NOAA programs that address the impacts of climate change, such as coastal zone management and National Coastal Resiliency Fund, and the coastal science and assessment programs also. In addition, this bill provides a significant increase for the Census Bureau since we're in the critical fiscal year for the 2020 census. We provide $8.45 billion for the Bureau, of which more than 90% directly funds the 2020 census. The bill also includes language that prevents funding from being used to include a citizenship question on the 2020 census. To address the epidemic of gun violence in our nation, we increased funding for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives by $122 million over fiscal year 2019. We also provide $80 million for grants to help improve firearms, background checks, and $125 million for Stop School Violence Act grants. Lastly, this bill makes the key contributions to justice reform efforts at the federal and state levels. It fully funds the First Step Act and includes additional funding for the Second Chance Act. It increases funding for drug courts, the Criminal Justice Innovation Program, the LEAD grants, and many more. The bill also fully funds Violence Against Women Act programs and addresses the opioid crisis that is devastating our communities. It also helps state and local law enforcement by increasing cops, hiring grants, the SCAP program, and much more. In developing this legislation, we have taken more than 8,000 member requests into account. In particular, I want to thank Ranking Member Aderholt for his contributions to the bill before the committee today. We may not agree on everything in the legislation, but we have always had a respectful dialogue, and we agree on far more than we disagree. I think this is a good bill that invests in our nation's future, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. And thank you, Madam Chair.